Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. I'm a little late with my video today. The weather has been really wackadoodle and the wind is still howling out there. But nevertheless, I am here with another envelope piece of ephemera. Yeah, another envelope. And yes, those are those bunnies again. Now, we're not going to decorate ours that we make together with those bunnies, but I've got these bunnies on the brain, don't I? I love them. They're just quite my style. Now, I was inspired by Tina over in Shabby Dabby Doodah. She made something similar to this years ago, and I've just adapted it for my style. So what I have is an envelope base. And I've decorated the front part, and then I've decorated the back, and inside I have some journaling space. As you can see, I also have a tag right here and a tag over here. Now I just used coffee dyed cardstock for my tag and for my tab. Now the really nice thing about this piece of ephemera is you could pop it into a pocket, just like this, pop it in your pocket. You could place this on the side of a page and paper clip it in, or you could even sew this into your signature. I think this one would be really fun. That would be really cute for a page in your signature. So let's begin, shall we? We're going to start with an envelope. Now these I should say, are the envelopes I am using. Someone's going to say, what size is that envelope? And I'll say it's 9.5 by 4. But I'm going to cut some of the end off, so you can use whatever size envelope you would like. I'm going to right away glue my flap down. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm just going to run a line of glue down the flap of the envelope to seal it. Alrighty, so now it's nicely sealed. Now what I want to do is I want this part to be on the inside. So I'm going to fold my envelope just like this, end to end. Give it a nice crease. I'm going to bring in my bone folder and I'm going to crease it. Now I'm going to grab my little guillotine here, my little small one. Hopefully it will chop through this. And this is where I'm going to cut my envelope. Now this is a little, I don't know. I don't find this size, I don't know. There's something about this size I don't care for. So I'm going to cut mine to be 4 inches. Now if you do not mind this, which is 4 3/4 approximately, then you can just barely cut off the edge of your envelope. If you don't want to bring it back to the 4-inch mark, sorry, that's my printer, it's calibrating, I've been printing. So let's go ahead and give this a cut, because this is where I would like mine to be. There we are. And I cut it just a little shy of my markings, and that's okay. I'm just going to erase my markings. I'm so sorry about that, printer. Now, we've got openings, and those are going to be our pockets. And I have already made my tags, you guys. Once again, I used coffee dyed cardstock, and I punched my tab, my whale tab, out of the same material, and it just fits in there perfectly, doesn't it? Now you could use paper pad paper. You could use cardstock and coffee dyed like I did, or maybe you want something colorful. You could use food dyed paper, water to dye your cardstock. That's all up to you. Now I have a stack, let me bring it in, of they're either book pages, they are music papers, and they are coffee dyed copyweight paper. Now I think I'm going to stick with my music paper. Now this is obviously different from this, different color. Can you see that? And I have made mine, so I have a border around my music paper that you can see my envelope. And these are, it's not quite 3 3/4, and it's not quite 3 1/2, okay? By 3 1/2. So that's what I cut. But you know, whatever size envelope you use, whatever size you decide to come out this way before you cut your ends off to make your pockets, all you need to do is just get yourself whatever it is that you want. You can even use digital or a paper pad and make it floral or something like that. You don't have to use music paper or book page. So I am going to, let's see, I think there's some more of this color. These are older ones. That's why they're this color. They're naturally this color. And this other color is a little newer. Can you tell the difference? It's a little bit of a difference. I'm going to take my sponge right here, and I'm going to take my frayed burlap, and I'm going to ink around the edge before I go ahead and I glue it down onto my envelope. I'm also going to ink around the edge of my folded envelope. Now, if you don't ink, that's okay, because it's a personal preference, guys. But I'm going to take a few moments and I'm going to do that, and then we'll continue. All right, so I have all of my edges inked up, and I'm going to glue my music paper onto let me clean out my little glue thing. All right, so I've got it cleaned out. I already placed the one on when I'm considering the front side, and I'm going to now place the one which I will call the back on, just like that. Very simple. Now, if you use a glue stick, then that's the glue that you should use. And I am using my art glitter glue. So now we're just like this. The next thing is you're going to need to figure out how you're going to decorate it. I've got a dish right here of all kinds of things. I've got some roses. These are from Shabby Dabby Doodah. These, I have no idea. I've looked for years. I have no idea where they're from. And I've got some, what you might call retro Easter. I just love this little fella. Isn't he cute? And then I have what you would call vintage style Easter. And you can tell that I'm thinking of Easter. Hopefully I'll have enough of ephemera. I can do an Easter bundle this Sunday in my Shop the Restock. I think, for my example today, I think I'll use these two. I also have some butterflies. So let's see how we can get this. Oh, I also have some lace, which reminds me, I need to plug my glue gun in. All right, so the glue gun is all ready to go. I also wanted to say that these cute little images came from digitalcollageclub.com. It is a subscription base. So let's go ahead and let's add a line of glue right here at the bottom. And I will show you my glue gun. It's a Sure Bonder high temp, and it has this little special little tip on it. And I'm going to trim this right here. I kind of want to fray it out a little bit. Yeah, I don't want it to look perfect. Now let's see, how's this little fella gonna sit right here? I think that's pretty cute. I think I'd like to put another little strip, maybe about right there. So I'm gonna trim it off. I'm gonna fray the ends a little bit, like that. And then let's run another line of glue. And I use a hot glue gun because it just immediately, it's glued on and it's not going to move around. And it's really great for doing videos and showing, doing tutorials. So that's why I really like using the glue gun in my videos. So I've got that little arch of roses right here. I think that's super sweet. I think I'll go ahead and glue my little bunny down. So let's get our glue on his legs and his ears and get him placed right here. I think about right there will be good. And I'm going to need a little tiny piece of a paper towel just to catch any extra glue that might seep out. Okay, now to add a little glue to the back of my roses here. Pop them down. I also have a satin bow. It's pre-made. I think I got it off of Amazon. And I'm going to pop that right down there. Just like that. And the butterfly. Oh, let's have him flying. Maybe let's put him like that. Now these butterflies I got, and she no longer, the lady that has the digital shop, she took them down, which, yeah, I think that's what happened. I think the person who had these took it down and no longer. You know, when you have stuff on Etsy, and like these digital creators, they pay every month to have those on Etsy. And if they aren't selling many of them, then you have to, you know, consider maybe taking them down. So it happens. I'm going to add a little bit of glue in the middle of my butterfly and the middle of my bow. And then because I've got two right there, I'm going to get in my drawer here. I've got a bigger, well, it's a bead, Cathy. I was trying to get, good heavens, I was trying to get this. It's in the same dish. I have a dish that has, it's in my drawer and has a little bit of everything in it. I was trying to get that bigger. I think I want to put that there just to have, you know, 3. 1, 2, 3. It'll just, to the eye, it will look a little better. It really doesn't have anything to do with except for that. I just want it to feel like it's cohesive. Okay, that's pretty cute for the front. I like that. Now, let's open it up here. And what we want to do inside is, remember those other pieces that I have that were coffee dyed? We're going to be gluing them inside so you could have some more journaling space. Before I do that, I want to add a little bit of stamping. And I have my little paragraph stamp here. I'm going to use my black StazOn, and I'm going to just place some script here and there. I don't even have to worry about it being perfect. In fact, I don't want it to be perfect. You can definitely write right over the top of that. So just adding a little bit here and there. There we go. Maybe something like that. Yeah. All right, so we've got that done. That's just an added layer. So needing to glue these down. So adding my glue. And then just placing them from this fold line where it's folded. I'm going to call that my edge. And placing this the best I can right here. There we are. And I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. All right, so we've completed that part. And then you'll want to go ahead and decorate the back as well. Whether it's a pocket or a piece of ephemera that you pop into a pocket, or maybe you've chosen to sew it into your signature, you would need to decorate the back. Now, I'm just not quite sure how I want to go about this. So if you want to hang with me to see how this part turns out, you are definitely welcome, because I'm going to work on this for just a moment and see what I can come up with. I do know that I want a little bit of that lace right down here at the bottom. So let's add that lace right now, right down here like that. Giving it a trim. I'm getting it frayed just a little bit. And then I can tell that I have not inked the edges of my roses, so I'm going to do that. I already inked up the edges of my bunny right here. I think he is so cute. Maybe you can see him better over here. So let's pop down our bigger rose first. I think I'll pop him down right here. So my glue on the back, and then just adding him, it's not a him, it's an it on here. And then let's see, do I want it in there or do I want it more like this? I don't know if I like it across like that or not. I do know I want a little bit more of this lace. I think that will help break up a little bit, break up this image a little bit. So moving my little bunny off to the side, I'm going to add, and I think I'm going to turn it up this way so I don't cover up my music, at least the parts that I think are really pretty. And how about if we glue him down right there? Let's get him glued down now. And then we can see how this unfolds, because that's basically what it does when you're decorating. It just kind of unfolds to you, and you start seeing how you can make this work. I'm still not sure I want that up there. I've got some butterflies. Well, that's not bad. I kind of like that. I don't want everything going on here and here. I need to maybe, yeah, work this out a little bit. I'm not sure, you guys. Sometimes it takes a little bit to see. I don't mind that, but then I'm not sure about, yeah, I don't want it just floating off here in the on the edge. All right, let me think about this. I might need something totally different. All right, so I think I've got it figured out. Let's put this little rose right here and tuck it up underneath the lace. Okay, like this. And then let's pop this butterfly. First, let's put this little piece down here. So adding a little bit of glue. Let's put that. I think that's so sweet. That fabric sewing trim is what it is. And then, do I want it? I think I want it down here a little more. Something like that. Then, of course, you know, we're going to have to add a little bit of bling. So let's pop a flat back pearl right there. Oh, I think that is super cute. And like I was saying, there's so many different ways in which you can use this piece of ephemera to sew it into your signature, to pop it into a pocket. It would even make great happy mail. Oh, you know what I did forget? I forgot to put my little tab punch, but you know, maybe I can show you how it looks with and without. That's always a nice way to show you. Here's without the punch, And here is the punch. So maybe you want to punch out the hole punch. Maybe you want to leave it without a hole punch. Whichever way, I'm sure that yours will be fantastic. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.